Hi dear survivors, welcome back to new amazing SOCR. The last VALOR Shrapnel built high DPS with legendary mods, legendary armor, key armor, and I guide how to increase DPS and SCAR damage depend on crit rate and cradles. So let's go to the build. Hey, what's good guys? I'm gonna show you an extremely powerful Shrapnel build with a simple and quick explanation on how it works. The DPS can go over 400,000 with many different buffs active, which we usually don't get. But the normal DPS with only bullseye, no food, drink, deviation and lone axe buff, I'm still hitting about 150k, and there's an auto reload version of this build. As you can see, I'm one clipping pro trink while having almost full mag. I'm gonna show you the best in slot mod combinations with different calibrations so you can make the most out of your Shrapnel build with the items you have right now. Alright, let's jump into the build details. Our main weapon for this video is Last VALOR. I've recently made a perfect build video on the Shrapnel LMG with different mods and gears. I'd recommend you watch that after this video. So, Last VALOR got a rework in the last update. And you can also read the weapon feature, but simply put, it works best with a cert build, and the more you crit the more Shrapnel you'll trigger and the more damage you'll deal. I'll quickly explain how Shrapnel damage works. So Shrapnel is basically your main bullets fragments hitting different other body parts of your target capable of dealing crit DMG and weak spot DMG, which is great. Only downside is longer the range, lower the damage. You can maximize the Shrapnel DMG in 3 ways by using the unique key armors made only for Shrapnel build. Number 1, by increasing the amount of body parts the Shrapnel can hit. Number 2, by increasing the amount of Shrapnels you can trigger. And number 3, massively increasing the Shrapnel DMG while limiting the body parts it can hit. And as you can see, the gas-tight helmet 130 got a massive buff in the last update. Also, it's better than the purple beret as it's a gold armor providing more health and psi intensity, which in figure out the perfect mod combination for your build to get the most out of it. Let's start with the mask mod first. Targeted strike with the violent suffix is the best one out of the 3 options. And for the attributes, just like this mod, you want crit DMG, weapon DMG, and DMG versus great ones or elite enemies. I have tested Shrapnel Carnage and Explosive Island for the auto healing effect, which is especially good if you're using slow and steady mod for the shoes. Utility-wise, the best mod for your shoes in most situations would be covered advance, of course with the violent suffix, but in certain scenarios slow and steady is better. Like when you're shooting Manibus or Chaos Weaver from a safe place. I mod to stay at full health and use the canine skull deviation to take the aggro away from you. For your pants, use Deadshot Violent. Now the complicated part, the mod for 18. Your headgear depends on your weapon mod and your gloves mod. You have 2 options, Momentum Up and Fateful Strike. And similarly for your gloves you have 2 options, Crit Boost and Crit Amplifier. Now I got the highest DPS when I used Fateful Strike with Crit Amplifier, and almost same DPS with Momentum Up and Crit Boost, but changing to any different combination gave me noticeably lower DPS. So I've made this rough note of the DPS differences with different mod combinations, which might be different for you depending on the attributes of your mods. So I'd suggest testing them on your own. NTH.